Welcome to our Thursday night live stream and the first day of the 12 days of keto.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and then every Monday, we go live on Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we have a day of keto during the Christmas season, you'll be alerted to it.
So what's going on, everyone? If you're new to our channel, this is an annual event we do.
Third annual.
Where we basically, for 12 straight days, we are going to live stream. Each day is sponsored.
I see we're buffering up there.
It says excellent connection.
Okay, there it goes.
So, okay, you got me distracted.
Sorry.
So, yes, so we give away different products every day from sponsors who are companies that we like and things that we use. Now, when they sponsor each day, they're not paying us or anything like that. We contact different companies that we like and ask them, will you sponsor a day by giving us something to give away back to our subscribers? And we have companies like tonight's sponsor, which is Ice Chips.
Ice Chips.
Now, if you don't know what Ice Chips is, this is like a keto type candy. And I really like that. And why is that not working? We're going to go back to the main camera.
You don't want to watch Jellyfish?
It should be, let me put this back over here. Go to Cast, Studio, Browser. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Now we can put that
Now I see it.
Ice Chips is like a keto candy. It's made out of xylitol. They have a lot of different flavors. We actually just did a video trying all the flavors but 2.
I use them like a breath mint.
And what they're giving away is one of these right here, the Ice Chips Variety Pack. And basically it contains a can of berry, a can of peppermint, a can of licorice. Ugh. It's a good licorice, but I don't like licorice.
Shauna actually brought a bunch of licorice and said it was really good.
A can of cinnamon, a can of lemon, and a can of root beer float.
Anthony's favorite.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different companies. Keto Chow is sponsoring a day.
Well,
Perfect Keto.
I'm
not telling them when. I'm just saying Keto Chow, Perfect Keto, Keto Brick, Chalk Zero, lots of different companies. We're sponsoring a day, giving away that thing right there.
The creamy.
Now here, we're going to do things different this year.
We're not going to say.
We're not going to tell you what's what. We're not going to tell you what day the sponsor is until that day.
I like that because it feels like we're opening up a present, right? There's not a lot of surprise elements, good surprises as an adult. Like today, we got a not so great surprise while Anthony was decorating the outside of our home.
We found out we have a termite infestation.
We've got some real bad termites all along. What is that called? The flashing?
Well, yeah, the outside fascia board and stuff like that.
So that is not a good surprise. Every day in the 12 days of keto, there is a good surprise.
Problem with the termites is it's not even the cost, it's the aggravation of moving out. But more importantly, we have 400 pounds of beef in a freezer
We're
and
just
another
gonna have to eat
freezer
it
that's
all.
full. So it's going to like basically mean emptying out the freezers, wheeling the freezers down to a family member's house, reloading them.
Becky,
So
we're coming your way.
That'll have to take place in the beginning of the new year. I am not doing it right now.
Is that crazy?
No, it's so. So anyway, here's what you're going to do to win the ice chips and each day. So what you're going to do is when this stream is over, you're going to go head on over to the comment section of the video.
Not the chat.
And not in the chat. Anything you put in the chat doesn't count. It's got to be in the comments. You're going to like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And then during the next day, so tomorrow, we will pick the winner for the ice chips. And that's what's going to happen each day. So we literally pick the winner the very next day. If we don't hear from the winner by the following day, we give it away to somebody else. So there's not a whole lot of time here. We're going to move it quickly. We're also doing something else different this year, and that is every day is not going to be the same time. So Rachel's got a post up on Facebook. We'll put one in the community channel of all the times. Today is at 8:30. Most days are going to be at 6 p.m., and that's so that we still have an evening together and also so we don't interfere with a lot of other people's live streams.
Right.
But there are certain days like this coming Sunday and then next Tuesday where we're doing it at 8:30 because of prior obligations where we can't make it at 6 p.m.
Right.
So just make sure you're following along. If you hit that bell notification, you should be notified that we're going to be going live and what time. Make sure your notifications are on, not just for YouTube, but on your phone to let YouTube notify your phone.
Yeah, and I will put posts up, all across our social medias to make sure that you know what day it is and like what the time is in case it's different.
You ready? Let's get into some comments.
Yes, let's see what everybody's up to.
I was looking at a few of them before. Pam wanted to know, can you show me the pan that you make your bread in? Mine always comes out small. Yours look like regular slices. We actually use small pans. We use the smaller loaf size. I can leave a link later on for it. But basically, I use a silicone mold, the regular normal size, and I have like ones that are smaller. So the normal one is, I think, what is it, like 9x4 or something like that. I like the silicone ones better because nothing sticks to it. It pops right out. Let's see. Mary said, I love cooking dinner on Thursday nights while I visit my favorite keto family.
We're so glad. Now, I did see Radical Geek in there. Maitreya, thank you so much for the video that you just put out about the bike seat. I felt like how, we say don't blame the butter for what the bread did.
Right.
Don't
You're always
blame
yelling at you
the
keep
bike
biking because
for
your butt
what
hurts.
my pants did. I'm wearing all the wrong outfit. And when she talked about how, like, hey, if you're buying your bike shorts on Amazon at the cheapest possible price and expecting that you're going to get the same thing as like a professional gear, that's probably not going to happen. And I was like, oh man, she's looking in my Amazon account because yes, I'm buying bike shorts, but it's like the cheapest possible one. So I'm getting some of those special bike pants because I think it'll make a huge difference.
Now, I do want to say one thing with all of our sponsors. We have links for them. They will be down in the bottom in the description for all 12 days of keto. Please visit those sponsors if there's products that you like. Number one, it lets them know you appreciate them for sponsoring the 12 days of keto. Also, it's a great way to help support the channel. People ask us, hey, how can I support you guys so you can go to more conferences and things like that? And that is use the links down below. Doing that will help out the channel. Watching the ads, becoming a channel member, or becoming a patron. Those are all great ways to help support us.
Wow, it looks like Carrie actually hit the thumb button up like 50 bajillion trillion times. At least. Thank you for that, Carrie.
Pam says, watching 600 Pound Life while waiting, these people break my heart. I thought I was bad at 438 at one time, but wow.
We watched that show too, and like, how many times do you see Dr. Now basically put them on a keto diet first before they go to weight loss surgery? It's amazing.
Juju said, Hub's motorcycle is broke, so we are a one-car family. So yeah, after the pandemic drama of virtual schooling 3 kids with special needs, there is always spiced rum somewhere. So I've been working on my truck for the last 2 days. Yesterday, I put in a cold air system, which Chris is making fun of me. He's like, what cold air is there in Florida?
None.
Hey, here's the thing. I've got increased horsepower, but more importantly, you have not heard it yet. It sounds really cool.
Do you like a cool sounding engine?
It's
like,
it's
is
like
it
super loud when you
loud?
hit the gas. I mean, it's loud. Like you can hear it inside. It drowns out the radio and everything.
I saw my mom is in here. Hi, mommy, by the way.
Sorry about the video.
I know the one.
Blame her. She told me to put it in there.
Okay. Anyway, she would verify this. When I was in high school, I dated a young man who had I want to say a 68 Mustang. And my dad used to get so angry with him when he would drop me off in the evenings because the neighbors did not like the sound of that engine. And so he used to cut off the engine and then push the car down the street and then turn it on once he got halfway down the street because he was afraid of my dad getting after him.
Well, tonight I smoked out the entire neighborhood because I put seafoam down one of the vacuum lines to clean out the carbon deposits. And the Ford mechanic warned me, you are going to create a lot of smoke. And it looked, I'm sorry, Mom,
Hope you circled
Becky,
somebody else's block.
if you guys saw a big plume of smoke coming towards your house, that was me. It kind of looked like an old steam engine driving down the road.
Toot, toot.
Okay. Jerry's here.
Hey,
Said,
Jerry.
good evening, Jerry and Patty here. Had a delicious chocolate peanut butter creamy ice cream dinner for dinner. Added some PB2 and it was absolutely
Yum.
amazing.
I love that.
Has anybody ordered the new gingerbread flavor? It's like addictive.
It's so stinking good.
Juju said, does anyone remember the name of the mint chocolate bar in the keto crate? No, I don't. We gave it to Caleb.
We did we had a bite of it. Oh, what is the name of it? I liked it because it looked like a camping package.
I don't remember.
Oh,
You can go back and watch that video.
Man, I totally
I think it's the first item in that video.
Blanked out.
Let's see. Becky's here. Say 2KK family 76 watching, only 26 likes. Please hit the like button.
Thanks so much, guys.
Juju said, I was starting at the bars at the co-op. Like, I can't remember, but if I saw it, I'd feel like I know it. Becca said, I spent the afternoon making 6 keto chow shakes and a loaf of protein bread. I think I didn't cook the bread long enough, though.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times.
I was going to say.
I do 30 minutes, and then I at 30 minutes, I turn off the oven and I leave it in there for at least another 30 minutes. But I had a couple times where I didn't cook it all the way. And yeah, it was like a gooey sponge.
Can you believe this right now?
I know.
16 days until Christmas.
You've already gotten 2 of your Christmas presents.
I know. Not because I've asked for it, but like.
Well, one of them, we came home for her to see the box sitting right there.
Didn't even box it.
Because they didn't ship it in a box.
Then you'll get something that's this small and they'll put it in like 14 boxes or a box that's like for an elephant. It's 16 days till Christmas. Anthony is putting out the Christmas lights and he was like, how are we 16 days to Christmas? We're so late getting our Christmas lights up. And I'm like, I know, honey, like it's flying by. Like I cannot believe it. Now I did have a question for everybody. Christmas decorating wise, are you more like, as far as decorating the outside of your house, are you more like Scrooge before the Christmas Eve transformation? Or are you more like Four Christmases where Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn are just doing what is like the base level requirement? Like you're participating, but maybe you're not happy about it. Or are you like Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick in that movie Deck the Halls, where they're in like a competition of who is Mr. Christmas?
We used to be that way.
Where
I
are
don't have
you
time
at?
for it.
I know. If we had more time. Also, like some of our projector lights conked out on us, and those things were really good at giving us the edge for the best Christmas lights in town.
Lots of people are saying it's glitching, but it says excellent connection. I'm hoping maybe I'm just way behind in the comments.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, anybody else experience strange taste with keto chow in the Ninja Creamy?
Wow.
I haven't done that, but Rachel did have weird tastes the other day. We made this chuck roast and I gave it to her and it got me really concerned because she's like, it smells farty and it tastes farty. And this is from the new cow. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go.
But
She's
then
not
he
going to
ate it.
like the new beef.
But he ate it and was like, it's fine. But
And
am
then
I
the
like,
next morning, she was like, my coffee smells farty. I'm like, something is wrong with you.
yeah,
So she looks it up because, of course, the worst thing you can do is go to WebMD.
don't WebMD stuff.
And she looks it up and I'm like, are you pregnant? And she's like, that's the first thing it says.
But I don't think I'm pregnant.
We figured out that it's been a stressful couple of days.
We found out that stress levels, if your stress is high, it will actually like make you taste things like it's sulfury.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what's happening.
Yeah, well, we have a lot going on right now because our church is opening up another campus, and so we're
super busy.
We have to move all of the kids' stuff over there and prepare more curriculum for them and get everything into the computer. So it's a lot of work, all at Christmas time.
Of course, right? We're like a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest.
Kara said, you need more eggs than Joe for the excellent connection, and you are freezing.
I think we're better now, hopefully.
I'm looking up there. It doesn't look like we're freezing.
Let's see if it goes past it. I think you're just way behind.
Of course, we're always behind. We're going to jump down. Love ice chips.
Oh, thanks for everybody liking my outfit. Yeah, Joe this came in my, I don't think this was $5, but this came in my Advent calendar. We are really enjoying the Advent gift exchange that we're doing together.
Yes,
aren't you? It's just really fun, except for everybody noticed that you did not like your dish drying mat.
I did like it. I
think so.
I did. My problem is it's going to get ruined because somebody's going to use it as a rag.
I've tucked it in a safe spot.
I did find it. Teresa said, I don't understand the aversion to black licorice. I love it. I just don't like the taste of it. My
grandmother, who was the most beautiful woman who ever walked this earth, loved black licorice. Just loved it. And I'm telling you, that black licorice is black licorice jelly beans from your Easter egg basket. That is the flavor completely. Because I was transported to her bedroom.
Chris said, not even I know what day Keto Chow is sponsoring.
I know.
We haven't told anybody
big secrets.
Yet. But I will say this, Keto Chow's got a really good giveaway.
They got a really good giveaway.
Pretty much all the companies have a really good giveaway.
There's
super well over $1,000 in gifts going out.
With the generosity of these companies, they appreciate you. They appreciate the keto community. So I love that we kind of get to curate this event, but what an awesome show up that the keto companies are doing.
He said, bring the beef here and let me store it for you.
Right.
Yeah, Anthony,
right here.
As he's doing the lines, can I have a steak? I'm
yes.
Like, you mean you want one of the new steaks? He's like, yes. I'm like, what kind? He's like, what's the most expensive one out there?
Don't you love that?
I'm like, really?
That is some ballsy children.
I'm like, I had them all cut to 1 1/4 inch and they're all double freezer wrapped.
It's like, thanks for that.
To 2 steaks per. I'm like, now you have to defrost 2 of them. He's like, don't worry, I'll eat them both.
Date night, that's fine. But it was so funny. He chose
ribeyes, of course.
He's holding the Christmas lights hostage in his hand when he's like, hey, I'm gonna go put out these Christmas lights. Me and Sarah are. I'm gonna need a steak though as payment.
Becky said, I may or may not have to stay with you guys when we have to tent.
Yeah.
Sabrina said, I ordered a 6-pack for stockings. Left over for myself. I've been snacking on myself. Yum, yum.
It's so
They're
delicious.
Very good. And the flavors are right on.
They've nailed it.
Yep. Rickwin said, ouch about the termites, but so normal in the South.
Very, very true.
We've known it was coming. I just, we thought we had controlled some with spot treatment and stuff like that.
We did not.
But we did not. They just moved outside.
We made such a beautiful house for them. They're loving it.
It actually is saving me money right now because I was planning on painting the house, and there's no sense in painting the house until we get that fixed.
Was this your big plan? Have you been training these termites to avoid painting?
April is here.
Hey,
said
April.
Back to catching a live stream for the first time in forever. Missed y'all.
So glad you're here. This is a great week to drop in and let your friends know. If you've got friends that are even just interested in keto, maybe they're not even starting it right now because it's the holidays and they're thinking, hey, I want to start keto in January. Let's get them excited about like some of the products that are out, right? I think this is a fun time to drop in.
Sonia said 6 p.m. Central Time or Eastern. All times are always Eastern because that's the time we're on.
We're
and like Chris said,
people.
I didn't even realize most of the country is actually on Eastern, like the population wise, not like
that is so nice of them to accommodate.
But
us.
most of the population is actually on Eastern Time, so it's just easier.
Is it because of us? You think?
It would be nice.
Maybe.
Karen said, man, I wish I could keep up with all the comments. I'm feeling missing out.
Question, is Keto on the Couch still with the 12 days of keto? Yes. It will go from...
No, it'll be a separate video. So that means Monday, you get 2 live streams.
Sorry.
You get the Keto on the Couch live stream at 10 a.m. and then
you're going to be
regular
so sick
12
of
days
our
of keto
faces.
at 6 p.m. So right now, what it is Sunday is at 8:30 p.m. because Rachel has to go to a meeting to learn how to do the Christmas shop for church.
I'm so excited about the Christmas
Tuesday
shop.
is at 8:30 because we're going to Universal with John Paul and Michelle, and then we're going to watch Jenny, our dog.
She's doing a dog diving competition.
And then Thursday will be at 8:30 because that is our normal live stream on Thursdays. We
may have embarrassing grandma and grandpa shirts at the dock diving competition.
We are.
No promises. No promises.
Okay. Sabrina said, sorry about your termite infestation. Now our stink bugs don't seem so bad.
Well, I'm glad at least we made you feel better because, yeah, that's an annoying thing too.
Mommy said, I got the silicone molds you told me about. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, she actually called me this morning and said, the bread looks like it's supposed to, like bread.
Here's a great question for you. Cher wants to know, at what point in your weight loss journey would you suggest wearing compression clothing?
Right from the get-go, lady.
Number one, it makes you feel good.
It makes you feel really good. And also, as things are changing, you're controlling where things go.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. Right from the start, I didn't have compression clothing per se when I started. What I did was wear a bathing suit because that's what I had. A one-piece bathing suit.
Right.
That was, a little tight, was a good place for me to start. But now on Amazon, you can find compression clothing at very, very good prices. It's not all like $50 or $60.
Rachel gets stuff on Amazon. It's like $20.
Check in some of the places like Macy's, JCPenney. They still have them in like their underwear section.
Yeah.
But you're making a face. But are you picturing like old lady underwear or something? But I like the ones on Amazon just because they like come straight to the house and all that. And if there's anything that doesn't fit you, you can return it.
That's right. Lisa said, I don't like loud, noisy cars. It bothers my ears. So it's not loud like that all the time. Like we have a neighbor who's got like he takes out the catalytic converter. Those things are annoying. It sounds like a diesel engine when you punch it. So if you have to give it a bunch of gas, if it needs a bunch of torque, it's loud, but not any louder than a diesel engine. I miss my diesel engine, so I love the sound of a diesel engine, and that's what you get. But it's not like these cars with like missing exhaust systems and like 4 pipes out of the back, right? Like Amanda said, she's got a Dodge Challenger. It's not even as loud as a Dodge Challenger.
That's a cool car, though.
It is a great car.
That's a super cool car.
Cher said, I love a cool sounding engine. Had gas packs on my van. Vroom. Or glass packs. Stephanie said, 600-pound life makes me so sad. Mitch said, 600-pound life, don't you wish you could just jump through the TV and first hug them and then second give them a keto food list and a link to 2KK?
I want to go. Honestly, what I want to do is go stay with people in their house and just hold their hand through that whole experience because it's very challenging. It's challenging for loved ones. It's challenging for children. It's challenging. You know what I really connect with is when they sometimes talk about how they feel guilty about letting it get so far out of control. And I remember feeling that, and I can't even tell you how many times I've apologized to my kids. My kids, of course, weren't like as hard on me as I am hard on me, but it's still like I know that feeling, and I just don't want them to have to go through that alone.
Right. Teresa said, I'm new to your channel. I'm loving it so far. Thanks for all the keto channel info. Just ordered from them for the second time.
How fun.
I don't know why this made me think of this, but I did want to show you guys something. Let me go back over to this.
Ice chips?
And our website is done.
How exciting.
So we have, it's similar but different.
It's the same except for different.
The biggest thing is it's going to run a lot faster. Obviously, we have to change a bunch of things because we've not been able to update anything.
Look at how,
but we can go over
there's
to
not a
like
crap ton of ads and junk.
People ask us all the time, like, how do I find your favorite products? You go right over here, and here's all our favorite products that we like to use with links. If there's coupon codes, things like that.
So exciting!
I like this page. Take a look at this.
Hey, I know those two. That was our wedding day, and then that was like an event we went.
Ago.
Yeah.
So the whole website is pretty much done, and I don't know if it's on here yet.
There's like 40,000 hairdos on Rachel.
Is this on here? Okay, nope, this isn't working yet. So we will have our live stream showing up here eventually.
Exciting though.
So I'm excited about that. But if you go onto our website, if you happen to find any kind of mistakes, errors, something not working, please email us at either Joe or Rachel at twocrazyketos.com so we can get that fixed because we're still going through it.
Yeah.
There's some cool extra things coming to it. I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
It's been a nice work in progress, and I think Cindy did a great job at getting everything set up for us. Okay, back to the comments. Blaine said, if it's loud and fast, I'll pay money to watch it race in a circle.
Did you go back to us on there?
I don't need that.
Oh, there you go.
You just want to see that.
Well, I would like to see things.
Stacy said, hi guys, I'm having a hard time getting a good grasp on keto because family doesn't really support it. They keep saying it's not sustainable and it's not good for your kidneys. Tips, please, and thank you. I don't know. I've been doing this for 4 years. I find it pretty sustainable. Maria Emmerich's well over 15 years. We actually have a subscriber who's been doing it for 25 years.
Yeah.
It's the proper human diet. It's the way our body was designed to eat.
There's a lot of videos that Dr. Berkey and Dr. Boz and Dr. Cywis have talked about the kidneys and keto. So that's probably a good thing to start watching so that you can come back with actual medical information from medical doctors talking about that specific thing. Because yeah, I mean, even if we say something, we're not doctors or medical professionals, but that is a concern. I get that from people. So it's good to get the information from them. Yeah. They've done a lot of research.
Remember, we are not doctors or nurses or any kind of health practitioner. We can only tell you our own experience, things that we've tried and things we've learned from people like Dr. Berkey. And if you've seen our recent blood test results, other than our total cholesterol, which does not concern us at all. As a matter of fact, we're going to be talking to Dr. Cywis about that. Our numbers are perfect. I mean, really great triglycerides, really great remnant cholesterol, really great insulin, really great fasting glucose. So, you know, I'm in great health. I feel like I'm 30, even though I'm 51.
I'm pretty excited that I have not had a urinary tract infection in over 4 years.
Right.
And that was something.
You used to get one a month.
I used to get them very often. Yeah. Very, very often.
You know when I was not healthy? When I weighed 300 pounds and I had blood pressure around 170.
Yeah.
That's when I was not healthy. Terry said, YouTube needs to improve their notifications. I just now got a notification for tonight's live 10 minutes into it.
I know.
I'm so sorry. YouTube is a pain sometimes.
Sometimes I have to like click the bell off and then click the bell back on. Sometimes it just needs to get reset because I've had that problem too.
Carrie said, Joe, driving and smoking meat at the same time with all the smoke coming out like that. It reminded me of, so years ago, I had a white F-350 dually diesel. Loved that truck. Ran it on peanut oil that I got from Five Guys. Got about 350,000 miles, and I blew the engine. It was going to cost me way too much to repair it. So trading it in, but we had to trade it in at a place in Miami. It was a 43-mile drive.
Every mile
you couldn't get over 30 miles to an hour, 30 miles an hour. So we had to drive local roads, and it literally looked like a steam locomotive, like big puffs of blue and black smoke coming out of the back.
I will never forget that.
2-hour drive. Because we're driving local roads, and it's so embarrassing.
It just had to live to honor like what the trade-in would be.
Well, the thing is that we had made the deal, and they gave me a trade-in price sight unseen. So then we drove it in, and they signed a contract, and then we drove it in. The guy's like, you didn't tell me about the smoke. I'm like, I did tell you it's smoking. I just didn't tell you how bad it was
smoking.
Well,
if you can get it to Miami.
That was their deal. If you can get it to us, deal.
That was a long trip.
Carnivore Grammy said, my daughter has a very loud Mustang because her hubby fixed it with noisy stuff.
Oh, nice.
Blue Dove said, hey, sis, loving the cruise series. The
Awesome.
Warden. Oh, yeah, because Heath and Shelley are doing a whole cruise series.
Thank you for doing that.
Jen said, cook dinner on my new Blackstone griddle. I'm loving having one. Fried eggs and bacon are so easy and turn out so good.
I am so glad that you like that, Jen. Yeah, I think
there you
Blackstone,
go. There's Good Sam Small Farms received mine today. That's the chocolate bar.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm so glad that you got that, Jen. I just think that is my favorite device. People are like, what's your favorite cooking apparatus, Joe? And I'm like, if you're asking me, it's the Blackstone, the E-Series one, because it's just super easy.
Freezing and unfreezing again.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It says excellent connection, unless it's a YouTube issue.
They lying.
Rickwin said, bought the rest of my Christmas for myself. It was meat and poppers. I'm so happy to find things on sale. Now I've got to get the vacuum sealer out.
Aw.
So we have a vacuum sealer.
I see how it's frozen.
I don't know.
Oh,
there we go. It's back. And it says excellent connection. It says no drop frame. So it's very weird.
That is weird.
I don't want to exit out of that.
Yeah, don't do that.
So we'll have to deal with it. Air Frying Annie said, I spent part of my day locating my passport card and then cleaning out an entire spilled mug of coffee right onto my surge protector.
Oh, no.
We just made the appointment to go get our passports. First appointment is in January.
Yes.
Carrie said, you have to watch out that the bread and Joe everyone doesn't loaf around.
You're the best, Carrie.
Christy said, just had my second keto chow ice cream for the day. Loving my creamy. Just wish it wasn't so loud. Yeah, it is a little loud.
It is a little bit loud. Yes. But it reminds me of the Vitamix. Mm-hmm. It's because it's like the blades are spinning so fast. It's just grinding the thing down.
Sonia said, is Irish cream keto chow similar to caramel macchiato? I don't think so. I think that caramel macchiato is a much sweeter note. Irish cream, it doesn't taste like coffee, to me anyway, but it's definitely a stronger flavor. What about you?
I agree.
Becky said, I still don't have all our lights out yet. I'm not motivated to untangle them. Yeah. Neither was I. That's why we put Anthony and Jerry in charge of it.
That's not my favorite job either.
Lisa said, I'd love to know how you guys do your adventures calendar. I love that idea.
Well, I just got a bunch of bags from the Dollar Tree. They're like paper bags, but they're decorated on the outside, so you can't see through them. But we said we were only going to do $5 per day or less, because we did get, I have gotten stuff at the Dollar Tree.
That's no fun.
Or the $1.25 tree now.
I don't know. I just got 5 days taken care of, and I didn't even have to go shopping.
You did?
Yeah. Because I think one of our subscribers really felt bad for me. So she sent me a bunch of things to give you.
Wow. I bet she'll know me better than you do, even as far as like what's a good gift. But yeah, so every single day we're just putting an item in the gift, and then we exchange it at breakfast, and that's like our little gift. And honestly, this is the most amount of unwrapping of gifts in our entire marriage, because Joe is the worst receiver of gifts. He's a good gift giver, but he's a terrible gift
giver
receiver.
Too.
I never see him open his presents. He always just squirrels them away in a corner, and then he continues giving out presents, and he wants to watch everybody else get their presents, and then he'll like take them home and unwrap them.
Well, my thing, I'm not even a good gift giver because Rachel gets all her gifts before Christmas. And then I have to go out the day before Christmas and find more stuff so she has something to open on Christmas. But I just, so I got myself a birthday present, but I got myself the birthday present with intention of giving it to Rachel.
Which is kind. But again, as a person who likes giving you stuff, I want to see you open it and enjoy it. So I'm really enjoying this. Yeah. This has been really, really fun.
I'm excited for this Christmas because we're not telling the boys what we're getting them. They have no idea what they're getting them, and that's the first time in like 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Usually it's like, what do you want? Here's the money. Go get it. Wrap it for yourself, and then stick it under the tree, and you can have it on Christmas.
I'm excited that we have survived the teenage years where basically all they got was like, a video game, and everything under the tree was shaped the same, and each person gets like one gift, because video games are not cheap.
Well, fortunately, we don't have to worry about that. They each play one game and they're
right.
Done. Teresa said, I've been so busy taking care of family members and working, I've not done any Christmas shopping or decorating. Pray for me, please.
My mom was in her front yard yesterday putting up stuff. And it's funny, you want it to be like this jolly thing, like, oh, this is going to be so great. And usually you're just like, when you're putting it. Once it's up though, it looks so beautiful. And we definitely have to do some Christmas walks through the neighborhood so that everybody can see all of the Christmas decorations, because the neighborhood really showed up.
We used to be good at it,
Yeah.
just not anymore. Chris said, I'm still like Scrooge. Excuse me. I totally get what he's saying about the coal being expensive. Watch Muppets Christmas on Sunday. So here's the thing. So I got a solo stove because I know how much Rachel likes campfires.
I do.
And she really likes wood fires. So I bought a solo stove for myself.
Kenny Rogers.
For my birthday.
It's the wood that makes it
The
good.
intention was to give it to her for Christmas or let her see it on Christmas. But I'm like, we don't get a lot of cold days. So I'm going to set it up. And I was looking for firewood. Not that easy to find down here in South Florida. Found a firewood place who supplies like the wood fire ovens and stuff. And I went over there. They sell coal, like for a heated stove. Who in South Florida needs coal for a coal stove?
Okay, though. Hopefully the kids aren't watching. We have to totally get some for Christmas and wrap it like a present. Don't you think? Have you ever given someone actual coal for Christmas? We got to do that. We have to do that. And also we have to find whoever is getting the smallest gift in our family and wrap it in like 20 boxes and make it like big, 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 big. And be like a gift card.
Heather said, I gave up on trees and lights when I adopted a Great Dane.
Aw.
So the first year we had Tabitha for Christmas.
Was so bad.
She ate our Christmas tree.
She ate.
We had this great Christmas tree that we had gotten on QVC at the end of the season, 50% off. It was awesome. I don't remember Bethlehem Lights tree. It was a great tree.
Not cheap.
She ate the whole bottom of the tree, but it had lights that were entwined on it. So she ate all the lights. So you had to throw the whole tree out.
And it's
now she doesn't bother anything.
The fool out of us. Like we were living at the vet's office, like certain that she was like going to hurt herself. So at one point we weren't even going to do a tree again.
Right.
And then we noticed that like she'd kind of grown out of the puppy stage fairly quickly as far as wanting to chew on everything. Thank the Lord. And now she doesn't even care about it. She doesn't even mess with the tree anymore. Have you noticed that? And also, once the cats got like a little bit older, they don't climb the tree anymore.
No.
Remember when they used to climb the inside of the tree?
Jerry said, we don't decorate inside or out. I took a picture of a Christmas tree, saved the money, not cheap, but no need for a tree since we're just two of us who don't do presents, no kids either. Honestly, we even talked about not doing a tree this year, except for we wanted one for back here.
Yeah, because this is
pretty much all the Christmas decorations.
Y'all's Christmas decorations. Yeah, every single thing we have up.
Defense Wiz says, I don't decorate at all, but I can appreciate others that do. I'm like the ditto guy with the house video.
I love that so much. Have you seen that? Where it's like
freezing bad up there, but I don't know. It says excellent condition.
I don't know if you have another.
No, Wi-Fi. It's not the internet. It says excellent. It's got to be YouTube or Restream.
Yeah.
I could turn off Restream, but then that's going to stop everything.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Brianna said outside decorations minimum, but inside lots. Decorations everywhere I can put them.
How nice. Stress smells like farts. Yes. Now you know. If you smell a fart, it could just be someone stressed out.
Cher said, my rec tech is on the truck. Cannot wait to start smoking some of the quarter cow we picked up on Saturday.
How nice.
Heather said, we went simple this year and it is beautiful greenery with red and green lights are white. It is beautiful, decorated inside the house, but no tree this year.
So nice. I love seeing everybody's different way of decorating.
Shauna said, I made a snowflake with plastic hangers and zip ties and put lights on it and hung it today, putting decorations out and stuff.
I don't know if you can see, but like behind me, right? Let me see if I can get my finger going the right way. Nope, it's that way.
No,
right
you
there.
have a dark red light back
right there is a card that it's a star that Shauna made right there. It's amazing. It's got an entire nativity inside of it because she's amazing.
Yeah. Lady said, front window has lots of lights on the inside, so shiny brightly from the street. Yeah, love Christmas outfit.
Thank you.
Carrie said, I have a bad relationship with food. Trying to get past this. I was having a bad day. I didn't want to eat, and my aunt is like, you will blow away, so I ate even though I wasn't hungry.
Aw, I'm sorry, Carrie.
He said, I'm really excited about the FNF viewer mail segment. Karen said, lights on the outside of my house and we live in the country. Hubby puts them up for me. Guess a kids at heart.
I love that. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Chris.
Vicky said, my mom would have really loved that black licorice flavor. Amanda said, can't stand licorice. Don't like stevia because of its licorice aftertaste. Teresa said, no decorations this year. They are all in the attic, and my hubby just had a total shoulder replacement, so he can't get
Oh
them down
my
from me.
gracious. Well, hope he recovers.
Blue Dove said you can die from eating too much licorice.
Is that true?
I don't know.
How much is too much?
Oh, now we have a cat here. We have drop frames or whatever is going on up there, and a cat. Carrie said, I had 2 pouches of Keto Chow. I used good olive oil for the fat and alkaline water. It was so good. Not even sure I would ever get Keto Chow. Not sure when I would ever get Keto Chow again.
Wow.
Oval said, to me, black licorice tastes like either that they used to use in the operating rooms. Whenever I woke up from an operation, I would always throw up.
No. Well, definitely black licorice is not for you.
Opal said, I love black licorice. My mother did too, especially the black licorice jelly
That
beans.
was my grandma's favorite.
Megan said, steak is a great payment.
I think so. I feel like that should be like a bartering thing.
People saying it was freezing again.
Sorry about that, guys.
Why is YouTube having issues? I have no idea. It's so weird. Mostly because we're on.
Yeah, I think so. I think we broke the internet.
Brian says, shouldn't have to leave the house for termite treatment, right?
I think they're going to have to tent it.
We have to leave the whole house. We have to tent it.
So we've got to somehow build a Noah's Ark and take all of the animals.
Yes, Juju said the screen is still freezing, but the sound is right, and eventually it catches up. That's kind of weird.
It's just trying to be aggravating. Speaking of aggravating, while you're answering
you're going to do this with us freezing.
I'm absolutely going to do this. So
Stephanie said you should do like Nisha and text us when you will be live.
Oh, wow.
I think, Nisha does that with the patrons and stuff like that. There's no way to just do it to all of the subscribers. Not that I know of.
Everybody lists their phone number. No, I'm just kidding. Not do that. So I got this Christmas movie trivia, and I'd like to see if everybody knows trivia about Joe's favorite Christmas movie, which is
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yes.
It's not my favorite Christmas movie. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
It's up there.
Because Die Hard is a Christmas movie, regardless of what the director says.
Okay, so first question. The director of the film had worked on another action flick, Predator, a year earlier. Now, this came out in 1988. Who was the director?
Gosh, how old am I?
I know, because you were not a baby when you watched Die Hard, right?
No, I was 18. Chris said 48.6% of the population, if I remember correctly. That's how many people live. That's how much of the United States population lives in the Eastern time zone.
Yes.
So almost 50% of the country.
Wow. No wonder everything goes Eastern.
Sherry said, I am so late, but in all honesty, it's Joe's fault. I was binge watching Wentworth.
Is that not a great show?
I don't know. Wentworth, here we come. I was so disappointed with the series finale.
You didn't like it? I liked it. I loved it.
I wanted more of a wrap up. I feel like they wrapped it up. I feel like they ended it. I mean, it ended on a good note, but I feel like they ended it with maybe one day they'll come back.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I'm
not telling anybody, but I feel like it's like the Sopranos. They said this was the end of Sopranos, but that fade to black was we could still come back. Don't you think that? And
of course.
I mean, it was good, but I don't know. I wanted to see certain people die.
Sheesh, that's kind of dark.
I wanted to see certain people get out.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Denise said, my hubby built a climbing dome in our living room this summer, and it is hot, and it was hot out, and a medal for our grandson. Now it's our Christmas tree.
That is like the coolest thing ever. Like, you win grandparenting. How cool is that? Are you going to do that? That's far, Joe. Will you build a jungle gym inside of your home for your grandchild if your grandchild comes? No. We'll
go build one in their house.
Oh, okay. That seems fair.
April said, I keep losing and gaining the same 20 pounds. Frustrating. Have yet to hit the 100-pound loss.
You got this. You going to get this? You going to get it, girl?
I just took this out of the description. Sherry wants to know, what brand compression clothing do y'all like? Rachel does a Google search on Amazon for like compression.
Yeah.
What do you buy?
It's really about getting
like a onesie kind of thing.
It's really about getting the fit that works for you. So like some people only want compression clothing that's the top half. Right. Some people want compression clothing that's the whole thing. Some people don't like a bodysuit. Like I don't mind a bodysuit. It's basically like a base suit
Right.
underneath your
That's what it
clothes.
looks like.
That's what it looks like to me. Some people do not like that. I do. I don't mind that at all. Some people like the compression clothing where it's like an outfit, but like your underwear is missing, like it's that open. I don't like that as much. Like that feels weird to me.
It's just good when you start getting a bunch of loose skin. It just
Yeah.
it makes you feel a little bit
But
better
you
about
can get
yourself.
ones that are like almost like bike shorts. You can even wear that kind of thing. Like, you know, if you even wear yoga pants or bike shorts or that kind of stuff, that's all going to pull stuff in. That's
Right.
going to be a compression clothing. And it's a good place to get started. And you can find a lot of yoga pants and bike shorts and that sort of thing at thrift stores even.
Right.
I get a lot of them there. And buy a smaller size than what your size would be. So if you would wear an extra large, look for a large. If you wear a large, get a medium, because you're trying to make it tighter than what you're usually comfortable with.
Yep. Christine said, I'm putting carnivore crumbs, ice chips, and Redmond's Relight in everyone's stocking.
How nice. That's really, really nice.
Susan said, my son and daughter adopted another older retired female black lab. Sally, she is so
Oh my
cute.
gosh, I'm so glad. I was wondering if they would adopt another puppy, but like I'm so glad that is a blessed dog right there.
Linda said, what is compression clothing? So basically, it's just like very tight. Think Under Armour.
Yeah.
It's very tight clothing underneath, like an undershirt or a bodysuit or a bathing suit. And it just kind of helps like smooth out. It doesn't make you like look like you've lost 20 pounds or something like that. It smooths things out. If you've got a bunch of loose skin, it kind of gets those folds so that you don't have these big ridges and things like that.
And here's the thing. It's what makes you feel confident.
Right.
No one needs to know, like only me is talking about my underwears out in the open, but like no one has to even know. It just makes you feel more confident, you know, in your own skin. Cause
Megan wants to know, do you wear it all day or just when you sleep?
I wear it all day. I don't really wear it to bed anymore like I used to, but I do wear it, you know, during the day.
There you go. Trisha said it's amazing what a good bra and a pair of Spanx can do. Yeah, similar to Spanx,
true.
but more for like
Very
the
true.
stomach kind of area.
Yeah. And get fitted for a bra, get fitted for your clothes as you lose weight, because a lot of times we just either keep the same thing or guess what we should be wearing. And I think that that's really doing ourselves a disservice, because, you know, you need to dress yourself to what actually fits you in order for you to feel the most confident.
Yep. Michael wants to know, what are the 12 days of keto?
You in it.
So the 12 days of keto is where we do this every year. We're going to live stream every single day for 12 straight days. Each day we're doing a giveaway from one of our favorite companies. They all sponsor it, and they don't sponsor it by giving us any money. They sponsor it by giving us something to give away back to you. Today's sponsor giveaway is ice chips. And the way you're going to enter the giveaway each day is by going into the chat or into the comment section when the stream is over and leaving a comment. And then tomorrow we pick a winner from those comments. Now, there is one exception to that. The one exception to that is going to be for the day that we're sponsoring, which we have not yet announced what day we are sponsoring, because we haven't even decided anyway. Here comes the other one. We are giving away that Ninja Creamy that we paid for ourselves, and we're going to give that away. And the way you're entering for that one is every video that we release that's not a live stream other than Keto on the Couch. So far there's 2 of them or 3 of them. There's 3 of them. There's Keto on the Couch on Monday.
Right.
There is the gingerbread keto chow trial.
Yes.
And there's the vlog that we released yesterday.
Okay.
There's another vlog coming tomorrow. There's a Can't Beat Fear Factor coming. So every video that we release up until the day that we do that creamy, you go and comment on that video and hit the like button. And then we're going to randomly pick a video and then pick a winner from that. That's how we're going to do the creamy. But all the other ones, it's literally from that day's comment section. Denise said, Miriam, she was finding, yesterday I had a post-op today, haven't heard today. Radical Geek said, not to be pesky about it, but Facebook groups can be iffy on notifications, but I would like to attend the streams, and I know one person. Can the Sunday, December 19th live be at 8:30?
I don't have my phone on me, but if you have,
I can tell you what it is if I can pull up. I have put the other calendar up. There we go.
let's see.
Sunday, December 19th is supposed to be at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
But we haven't, that's what it's supposed to be. We'll look at things.
Yeah.
Because I know that Maitreya does her live streams. Shaw, as the Keto Auntie, that's not Shauna. Said, I can't wait to try the gingerbread keto chow. I'm thinking gingerbread cheesecake.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Sherry said, Rachel, I'm fixing my guest room just for you and Joe. Come and crack the whip.
Awesome.
Mary said, I always think of my dad when I hear a diesel engine, except Joe, it was a GMC Suburban and not a Ford.
That's what your
my dad was a Chevy guy. I became a Ford guy only because there was a Ford dealer down here. And I haven't had issues with my Ford. Now, Rachel's mom, she's had issues with her Ford to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I would buy a Ford like SUV if I was getting Rachel a new car.
We have so many
and honestly,
SUVs though.
With the price of Ford trucks right now, I don't know if I replace my truck if I would buy a Ford as much as I love them. Because if you wanted to replace my truck right now, it's over $100,000, and that's not with a diesel engine.
It was so funny. We were needing something moved from the new campus pastor over at Lighthouse Point, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I can't help because I sold my truck." And we were like, "What do you mean you sold your truck?" And he's like, "I sold my truck. I couldn't not. I got such a good deal from it." For it, like I sold it.
When we came home from New York, I was thinking about trading in my truck because we were having some issues with it and I'm out of warranty. They offered me more money for my truck used with 45,000 miles than I paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, they offered me more money. And I was like, yeah, and what do I do? So I went up, I had gone to Dodge, and Dodge was like, well, we can put you in this truck, like $30,000 cheaper than a Ford. It'll take 6 months. I'm like, what? Yeah, give us your truck now and your new truck will be here in 6 months. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll stick with my truck.
I don't think I can do that.
So now I'm just doing whatever I can do to make it run the way I like it. Mary said, I just got my creamy in and ordered my Terragum. Cannot wait to make it. Going to make carnivore with Equip beef protein chocolate. Gotta stay carnivore since July.
Nice, good job.
I love Terragum. It's funny because I've used Terragum for a while. And then I know Steve put up the video and he had said to me, hey, you better go order some. And I had ordered it. And now it's like very difficult to find it sometimes. But I was almost out of it. So I'm glad I got a new bag of it. Robin said, I've not found compression clothing that doesn't roll.
That you definitely need to get it where it's connected. So like a one piece, if you try that, because I can't take the roll either. Like when it rolls up, that aggravates me.
See, Shauna said, I only see that your favorite products, you have to load more 100 times before you see Keto Chow, maybe 10 times. See, those are the things that we have to work out the kinks with her. That's just a matter, excuse me, of us not having that load more thing. So thank you for letting me know. I will put that on the list to talk to her about. Faye said, my daughter and I have been keto since February and donated 6 huge bags of clothes to Goodwill.
Wow.
Started at 3X clothes, now in a 1X.
Faith, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Dojin said, the only thing I don't like about using keto to make ice cream is no matter how tasty it is, there's always a bit of nutrient left for, after taste for the nutrients in it.
Maybe you're not letting it sit.
Try letting it sit for a while.
Yeah.
Amanda said, oh, wow, I'm looking forward to exploring the website. Another good reason to put off washing the dishes.
Any reason to not wash the dishes or fold laundry. For me, it's always like, what can we do and not fold laundry?
Heather said, Rachel, you look so beautiful in that blue dress. You remind me of the actress that plays the daughter on The Coach in that pic.
Wow.
So beautiful. Great pic of both of you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Lynn wants to know, substitute sugars are not okay. What is wrong with Splenda? Okay, here's what's wrong with Splenda. So Splenda is a brand. Splenda uses sucralose, but it's not just sucralose. It is sucralose, which is very concentrated, 600 times sweeter than sugar. But the whole idea of Splenda, when they came out with like the stuff that you got by when you go to the grocery store, is that you were able to measure it cup for cup. So if you're doing baking in the house and you needed a cup of sugar, you would just use a cup of Splenda instead. But it only really needed a tiny little bit of sucralose. I mean, when I say, like, if you were using liquid, like 5 or 6 drops. So what they do is they blend it with dextrose and maltodextrin so that you can have that cup to cup. So now it's not just sucralose, it's sucralose and dextrose and maltodextrin, which are actually worse than sugar. So that's the problem with it. If you want to use sucralose, you need to really use the liquid when you can get a powder, but the powder is even less. It's almost impossible to measure it out.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to baking and things like that, you really can't use that because you need the volume. And that's where it comes into using things like allulose or erythritol and things like that. And the best way to get the perfect sweetness is to blend multiple things. So a lot of times what we do is I use allulose, which is only 70% as sweet as sugar, and then add a couple of drops of liquid stevia or liquid sucralose, and that brings the sweetness up without having a lot more volume and without having a lot more sugar alcohols. Karen said, I'm happy for you guys on your new website and your followers to go to.
Thanks so much.
Lotus said, love the engine sound, especially under bridges. Pontiac Firebird, Formula V8, LT1, Corvette engine. I miss it, but not the gas pump.
I had that. Was my first car was a 94 Pontiac Firebird.
Yeah, biggest problem with my truck, 9 miles to a gallon towing a trailer, like 13 around town without a trailer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Faith said, thank you, Becky. It was help and encouragement from everyone here on Keto Chow. Dojin said, nutrients are awesome for your health, but they rate yucky. They could fix that by moving the yucky tasting nutrients to a capsule. Mary said, I ordered new keto items on Black Friday. Keto Chow and ice chips are my new faves.
I'm so glad you like them.
Let's see. Here's Mary said this was for the person who was asking them with their family. Mary said, my advice is stay keto and show them. Visited my friend today and said every time she sees me, I look younger and healthier. And then she asked some questions. 63 and reverse aging.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that is the best thing that you could possibly do is just stick to it. Know your why you are doing it. And as you continue to have success and maintain success, then people tend to get on board.
Yeah. Rana said, I've been binge watching Dr. Sivas ever since Miriam mentioned him on their live yesterday. He's marvelous.
Isn't he wonderful?
So he is amazing. And we're fortunate. We're actually about 30 minutes away from him.
So we've gone to him.
And he is brutally honest. So I sat down with him about a year and a half ago because I wanted to get a CGM. And so I had an appointment with him. We sat down for a while. We talked about getting the CGM. He gave me a prescription. We talked about different things with health, and he was just brutally honest with me. And he was like, so why were you fat? And I'm like, I don't know. I overate. He goes, no, because you're a carb addict.
Yeah.
He's like, and the bottom line is no diet, not even keto, actually works. The only thing that works is changing your lifestyle, because diets are all about restriction. And then you feel restricted, so you cheat and you go off that. You have to make something a lifestyle. He's like, if keto was just really a good diet, it would still be called Atkins.
Right.
He's like, because it's been around that long. But until you say this is a lifestyle and you start focusing on your addiction issues and your food issues, until you do that, you're not going to really solve the problem. And it really was eye-opening. But I came home to Rachel and said,
he was like, wide-eyed, like, wow, that was like a come to Jesus meeting.
But if you want to learn, I mean, he is a wealth of knowledge. Dr. Berkey is a wealth of knowledge. I'm excited to just be able to watch him. And he put up that video about the salt and blood pressure, and it was like, yes.
Yeah.
Becky said, walking around the Christmas tree. Oh, she put up a link for this t-shirt.
Thanks.
It comes from Amazon. Radical Glyca, liquid Splenda is fine. No additives, just diluted sucralose. Way overpriced, though. You can order pure sucralose concentrate online.
Yes, you can.
Yes. So we bought liquid sucralose once from Splenda. It's watered down.
Yeah, it is.
You need like the whole thing. You're much better off buying the one that we have listed on our website.
I think it's only like $20.
If you go to Amazon and type in liquid sucralose, it comes in a white bottle. That bottle will last you for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Because you're thinking drops.
Yeah.
We'll sweeten it like it will blow
one
your
drop
face
is
off.
equivalent to like 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah.
Amanda says sucralose Splenda comes in liquid drops without adulteration. They mix it with water. It's not pure. None of them are pure. You can make your own by buying the powdered, and then you've got to mix that with water. But I just find that theirs is more watered down than other ones. Rita said, finally got you on the TV so I can see it better.
How's it going, Rita?
Marie said, yes, Rachel, I have to do that too. I wasn't getting yours or Serious Keto's notification. Unticking and re-clicking seems to work.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why we need to do that. Maybe it's just you got to plug in and unplug. That is apparently the solution to everything. That's always the first question that an IT person asks me. Did you plug it in and unplug it? Like,
Right.
Did you do that first? Like that's
I
the
usually
solution.
just say yes, 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 yes.
That
yes,
is
yes.
the number 42 for all electronic devices.
Synergy said, Dr. Sivas, it really hits home with me. I need to hear what he has to say. It helps me stay committed.
I mean, he does not let any excuses stand.
Right.
I mean, that's it. And I will watch him, and I'm by myself watching him, and I'm looking around to see is anybody going to let me out of this? And it's like, no, he's just telling me the truth.
Rita said, crustless pizza for dinner. So
Yay.
yummy. Zana said, after seeing your bacon this morning, I've decided I need a griddle.
Aw, I'm excited, Zan. I think that you'd really like it.
Oh, Chris said, the video lags a bit behind the audio, then stops, then jumps up and syncs up, then repeats. It's about a 20-second
Super fun.
Nice. He said, just watch Christmas with the Cranks made me angry. How overly accommodating Jamie Lee Curtis with her daughter and against her husband who just wanted to take her on a vacation cruise.
That is Joe's
I love that movie.
fave.
That is probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh my gosh. When they go to get a tan and she runs into like their priest or pastor or whatever, like at the sun tanning place, and she's like, they're like half naked almost. Like it cracks me up.
Visual Keto said, I had a 2008 Shelby Mustang GT. The sound was awesome. Sadly, I sold it because my knee was going and it was a 5-speed manual. Now, since Keto, the knee is much better. Someday I'll have another Mustang.
What a great thing. I love that. That's a huge non-skill victory.
Oh, Chris said that they bought a creamy for the office and another one that they're going to give away during the office Christmas party.
How nice.
And somebody was looking for one. So we were in BJ's yesterday and they had a ton of them.
They had
for
a whole bunch.
$169.
So check your
for
BJ's.
the 7 function one.
Yeah. Kohl's, I heard a report that Kohl's had them still.
Sonia said, I moved the shelf up and put my creamy in a cabinet and it has an outlet in it. Now when I turn it on, I just close the cabinet doors till it's done.
Whoa,
it helps a lot.
That is brilliant.
Jerry said, I'm a terrible receiver too. I think it's a guy thing.
Maybe it is a guy thing.
Well, your dad didn't like it either, right?
My dad didn't like it either. Jerry, Joe, Daddy, I think it's a guy thing. Is there any guys out there that like gifts and are like, hey, I want to open gifts? Let us know in the chat. Like, are you a guy that likes to receive presents and let everybody see you open them?
Lotus said, I cannot keep excitement contained. Also want to give early. I just do it. And then I get yelled at for giving it to her early. I don't give the kids early.
I want like to hide it all. And I'm like a giggle machine. So the way that people can find out if I got what they want is if they talk to me about it, I just start laughing. And then they know it's like, all right, like the kids will pump me for information.
You have one present that I am not telling you what it is.
Really?
The boys know what it is.
I would love a surprise.
Oh, you probably.
Surprise. A good surprise.
You probably won't like this.
I would like a good surprise.
It's a good surprise, but I don't know if you're going to like it. But I'm going to be excited to give it to you.
No more termite surprises. No more surprises.
70 said, on Clove today, I heard that someone wrapped the nativity scene and then they opened it.
K-Love.
Huh?
The radio station. K-Love. You're like Clove.
I don't know what it is. I don't listen to the radio. I listen to one station. Someone wrapped the nativity scene and then they open it one piece at a time and tell a story with each piece with the baby Jesus on Christmas Day.
So
that's cool.
I have done that before too, or you like add something to nativity. And here's another thing that I've done before. I don't know if anybody has heard of it before, but it's called Shepherd on the Search. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of like an Elf on the Shelf type of thing. And he's like looking everywhere for the nativity scene, and like you hide him in different places and he gets into shenanigans too. And there's like a book that comes with it that you read to the kids. I always read this and do this every year in like our 3 and 4s grade levels, because 3 and 4 years old, because they really enjoy it and they try to find him in the room and stuff like that. So this is a fun thing, but you could do this with anything. I mean, you could do this with like, if you got a nativity set at like the Goodwill and it's missing pieces and all it has in there is a shepherd, you could do it with that.
Heather said, I'm a terrible gift receiver too. I always play Santa and Christmas and then sit in the corner and unwrap all my gifts all at once. Really quickly. That's me.
We take turns playing Santa. Each year is somebody different.
Chris said, Joe got me for Elfster Gets Exchanged. My wish list was empty. Yeah.
Yes. It was fun though.
Fortunately, I know Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, so he was just like, he actually was super excited. He was like, yes, I got Chris.
Worth it. Waterworth Gardens. I have the same stick of butter ornament you have on your tree.
That one right there? Yeah. My best friend Beth made that one. It's out of like a felt.
Synergy said, no one's asked me what I want for my birthday or Christmas this year. Not sure if that means I've been naughty or nice.
Oh.
We are so far behind. We haven't even gotten your thing, and it's
so
time
sorry.
to get off.
I'm so sorry. Jerk pants use coal.
Miriam said, how can you walk through the neighborhood and look at Christmas lights? We drive through here.
Well, it's much warmer. It's much warmer here.
Rita said, got sticks one year because my mom thought I peeked at my gifts.
Ooh. One year, Steven, my little brother, who just turned 40 this week, unwrapped all of the presents underneath our Christmas tree. Every single one of them. And then when my mom said, I don't know why, but she's like, who did this? Well, who do you think did this? He goes, I don't know, mommy. And then he held up my Barbie that I was supposed to get. And he was like, but if you got this for me or daddy, take it back. Ballsy.
Jen said, in Louisville, they have an event where you drive in your car, solving clues, finding different Christmas decorated houses. What? Can't wait to do that this weekend.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. The kids that just came home and you heard like our doot like door open. They went to a walk around one that they were, somebody had a big Christmas display and they let them walk around this year. Usually they have to drive through it, but this one they walked around and I'm excited to see if they liked it or not.
Okay, we're gonna kind of push to the end because we're getting late. Sherry said a couple of years ago, my son wanted a gift card I put in the middle of a plastic wrap ball with a dollar store item wrapped throughout the ball.
Yes, that is parenting done right, in my opinion. We need to do that. We have to do that.
Oh, Chris said it is true that you can die from too much licorice, but it's an absolutely insane amount. You can also die from too many apples and the arsenic in the seeds. That I knew.
I knew you weren't supposed to eat the apple seeds and you're not supposed to give it to like, if we haven't given the chickens an apple, but like if you do, you're supposed to like take all the seeds out and like core it.
Let's see. Dojin wants to know any place good to order ice chips in Canada. I know that they don't ship outside of the United States. I don't know if they're on Amazon.
Does Switch Grocery carry them?
I just know that they don't ship out of the United States. So that is another thing. Also, in order to win one of the giveaways, you do have to live in the United States. Becky said that text feature community can get pretty expensive. I don't know what that means. No, Niche does it all for us. Okay. Shirley said, my favorite part of black licorice is making the teeth.
Did Brian actually put his phone number up there? Oh, no. It's 8675309. That's from that song. 8675309.
Chris said, Kevin Bacon is always the answer.
He is always the answer.
Purple Lady said, I'm not a Patreon Nation, has a phone number she uses. You text the number and it adds you to notifications.
How cool.
We would have to look into that.
That's neato.
Okay.
Okay,
he says Bruce Willis claims that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but he is wrong. I agree. He is wrong.
Oh, does anybody answer? John McTiernan.
Yep.
John McTiernan. That's right.
Defense was that I hated the finale too, Joe. It was awful. For 9 seasons, too many loose ends, but I doubt they will have another reunion.
Wow.
Yeah. It was an awesome show.
It is an awesome show.
The last, 8 or 9 episodes were awesome. And then I watched the last, and Rachel did not watch the end of it with me, except this.
I watched the last one.
This is what she always does.
I'm so
Rachel
guilty.
Watches 80% of a series.
Yes, I do.
Stops watching the last 2 seasons and then jumps in on the season finale on the series.
It feels very
the
wrong.
very, very last episode. And now wants me to tell her everything that has happened for the last 2 or 3 years while I'm watching it. And then goes, wow, that was a great finale.
Don't
and
you
I'm
think that that's fair? I feel like that's fair. And he's like, you don't deserve.
You did it with Breaking Bad.
You don't deserve to be here at this watch fest because you haven't paid the price that I have. I've watched these last 2 seasons, and you don't deserve to be here at the season finale with me at the same time. You got to go back. You got to go back and start where you left off.
She's watching like the end roll credits of like them showing like all the stuff that's happened like behind the scenes. And she's like, well, what happened to her? And I'm like, I can't even explain it. She died 3 years ago.
And that's like that National Lampoon's like, Grace, she died 30 years ago.
Blue Dove said there was a man who died from eating 1 to 2 pounds of licorice a day for an extended period of time. It unbalanced his potassium levels and he had a heart attack.
Who is eating 2 pounds of licorice a day? Why aren't we like visiting this person?
Keto Annie once says, can someone please explain to me what makes Die Hard a Christmas movie? Because I don't think it is.
Well, it's a Christmas party that they're at.
Well, 2 out of the 3 main movies took place at Christmas time.
Yes, it did. Since we're
ending the live stream. There will be no answers.
There will totally be an answer. The action in Die Hard takes place during a Christmas party at what? Well, there you go. Christmas party. At what fictitious Los Angeles office building? Let's see if you
can I answer it to end this? Oh, okay.
No.
Teresa said the compression helped loose skin become less loose.
I think that it is like telling your body where it should go. I mean, I mean, I can only speak for what I've experienced. I have seen elasticity come back in my body. I do think it helps. That's my 2 cents.
Teresa said, I love labs. I miss my catty girl. She was our black lab and we had her for 15 years. Best dog friend ever.
Tabitha is the best. Like, she really is a good dog. Like, at least once a week, somebody in this household says, you're such a good baby, because she just does something that's so...
And she never barks.
She doesn't. She never does. I mean, if she barks, there's like, seriously, like, you need to be alerted to something.
Right. Amy said, I don't know what took me so long for Redmond Real. I'm loving it. I got a lot of the individual packets. What are your favorite flavor?
Lemon lime.
Mine is watermelon.
Yeah. Lemon lime is definitely my favorite. I mean, I like all of them. I like the pina colada one too, but like, I really like lemon lime.
Okay. Steffi said, I can never watch Keto on the couch because it's the worst time of the day a week. Well, that's why,
sorry.
I mean, it is, we'll do it live just so we don't have to pre-record it, but it's always there.
And just know that for these videos also, you have the 24-hour cycle. So like whatever time, like let's say you can't watch it till 9 p.m. and you miss the live, it's okay. You just put a comment in the comments no matter what time and you're good.
S. McCabe said, Joe, please explain the Berkey water filter and how it works. We can do a video on that. There's lots of videos on it, but basically it's a stainless steel thing. You can have 2 to 4 of these filters in the top. You put the water in there and it filters them down, but it's like a block type of filter, so they last for a really long time. I think like each filter does like 10,000 gallons. It works out to be less than 2 cents a gallon for water. You can put pretty much anything in there and it comes out clean.
We put in like part of testing it to make sure when you first get it is dyed water.
Yeah, red food coloring in the water and it comes out
completely crystal clear.
But my mom will be like, if there's a storm, do you guys have enough water? I'm like, yeah, we have 15,000 gallons in a pool out there. I can literally just take my pool water,
it right into
pour it through the Berkey, and now it's drinkable.
Yeah.
To me, it's the best investment that we ever made. And it was actually recommended by a subscriber.
When we went to camping, they were fixing some plumbing stuff and they were turning off the water, and they had said beforehand, like, you need to boil some water when we were at our campsite, and we knew we were safe with the Berkey. It was nice.
Heather said, my husband is standing by listening, and when Joe said he was the foreman, he said, all right, Joe.
All right, Joe.
I do love my Fords. We've never had an issue with my Ford trucks. Leia said, I don't drink water when I wear a one-piece compression outfit because it's so hard to get back on after peeing.
I know.
You buy the snap ones.
I get the snap kind, and those work good. You just get used to them. It's weird at first to wear it. It's like, I try to think I'm a ballerina because it's like a leotard type thing.
Oh, thank you very much, Heather. $4.99.
Oh, yes.
Hello from Papa and Grandma.
So
Becky, did you take care of that person? I'm sure either Becky or Chris took care of it.
I wanted to make sure that I actually wrote this down, that Heather and Phil have a brand new grandbaby to boast about. Baby Leo was born last night. 2KK family, we just got a grandbaby. 10 pounds, 3 ounces, 20.5 inches long. Congratulations, Heather and Phil, and also to Haley, who had this beautiful baby. He is a handsome man. I mean, Heather's like, Grandma wants her hands on him. I want my hands on him. He is just delicious.
Blaine said, I like to open gifts where the giver can see me. I know that's what I should do.
Thank you, Blaine.
But Rachel will give me a gift in private. Thank you for being
a receiver.
She will give me a gift in private. And even if it's just the two of us, I still want to go off into a corner.
Why? What is the theme for this year? What do you think should be the theme for this year?
I don't know.
I think it should be beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I think this year has been powered by it, right? Like we're just the 4 food groups. Right, family? Brantley still has his birthday presents coming. He's loving it. Happy birthday, Brantley.
Okay. Cher said Christmas gifts are being wrapped in hand knit socks this year. The kids want cash. Synergy said, I live in a historical district with lots of cottage homes. It's fun to walk and see all the decorations.
I bet it is.
Okay. Caboodle Rise said, leaving y'all with this note. Even Hans Gruber thought Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
I completely do.
It's just a funny debate every year. This is the debate every year.
Who played Hans Gruber?
I don't know his name. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Alan Rickman.
I was just drawing a blank right now.
Do you know what special movie he's also in? What franchise?
Of course I do.
Okay, what franchise is he in?
Harry Potter.
Okay, thank goodness.
Just drew a blank for a minute. Carrie said, I remember Die Hard, watched it when I was growing up since my dad loved the fact that Bruce Willis' character was an underdog police officer. My dad was a policeman during that time.
How cool.
Now, I will say the best Die Hard movie is actually Die Hard with a Vengeance.
With the Samuel L. Jackson in it?
Yes.
I love that movie. They're so funny together.
Lady Smith, 1988, Nakatomi Plaza.
Never forget. Good job. Good job.
Amanda said, I just named my new kitten Tabitha. She's a silvery tabby who was feral and just came in the house and took over a couple of weeks ago.
Sounds like a Tabitha. That just sounds like a Tabitha move, right? That's so fun.
Lady Smith said, there are 2 kinds of people, those who know Die Hard is a Christmas movie and everyone else who is wrong.
Oh, Joanna says today is Dr. Berkey's birthday.
Is.
Can you wish him? I think we should sing happy birthday.
I did send him an email, but we should sing to him. I completely forgot.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Berkey. Happy birthday to you and many more. Make sure that you go over to his different social medias and wish him a happy birthday. I know he's on Twitter and all kinds of things.
Shauna there, thank you very much for the $5 super chat who said to not accept the gift graciously steals the joy from the giver.
I know. So true.
I accept it graciously. It's an embarrassing moment for me.
It's good for us to receive good things.
I have a lot of issues.
And that's a good place to start working on, because again, we've talked so much about loving ourselves, and that's something that it's okay to receive a gift.
Yep. Wellman said, just discovered your channel. I'm so happy to have found you. I love your upbeat approach to dealing with food. It's nice to be positive about what works best for us.
Thanks so much for being here.
So, okay.
Tomorrow is Chris's birthday, but he is a birthday Scrooge. Well, we've got to sing happy birthday to Chris. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Rhonda wants to know, when are we going to tell us about what you're doing for your January fast? Probably after 12 days of keto. So if you didn't know, and we'll end with this, every year we do some type of fast in January for God. And we've done different things. We've not eaten for the entire month. Last year we've done no coffee. Last year it was keto chow only. We do know what we're going to do, but we're going to wait until after the 12 days of keto to talk about it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are going to end the live stream.
Don't forget. Oh, I moved there you go.
There you go.
How did you go over there?
So to win the pack of ice chips, the 6-pack of ice chips, go ahead when this is over. Go leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and then we will pick the winner tomorrow. And then tomorrow you'll find out who tomorrow's sponsor is.
Brand new sponsor.
Have a great night, guys.
We love you.
Bye.